And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down throw for Bridgewater.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he... will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. It's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended,
but instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing again, Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
For the Falcons field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The carry for Carolina.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And
a pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
At the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score: Panthers 14, Falcons 3.
Second and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Intended for DJ.
The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
For the point after.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Gain of a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Gurley.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The 25-yard line.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He's got Smith here. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the carry, here's Smith.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan.
Escaping the pressure right. Jones has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his second catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How do we get the ball to number 11?
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. No, check that. We want Mike 11. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Mike 52. Here we go. 52's the mic, boys.
Now Ryan on first down. Caught by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Brings up
Catch there by Julio Jones. And let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. Third among active players in receiving yards. Starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
Check. Watch 54. All right, T. Let's check.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw on third down. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this one complete to Seth Roberts.
Bridgewater's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second
down and 3.
The Falcons' 24-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check. First man. 51.
Ryan will throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
23-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Come on, guys, let's go.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Panthers 42, Falcons 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 9. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
But if you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Watch the slip.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. They're running with Gurley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Check 31. 70 range.
To throw again. Walker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Intercepted.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Hey, get the weight room.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this game was certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check your hot read.
Bridgewater on first down. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 20, and he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Walker flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Walker. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Complete to DJ Moore.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Davis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Davis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Greer on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.